Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another video here. We're looking at both the Nasdaq 100 and the E-mini S&P 500 as well. So I'm looking to possibly try to take some trades on both markets today, as I always do. Today is Monday, and we're going to see if we can get into a few setups using the simple strategy of how I trade each and every day, supply and demand, okay? If you don't know much about supply and demand, you found the right channel when it comes to trading the future markets, primarily the index or indice futures. That's where most of us who are community members, like myself, if you're part of the Discord community, that's what we trade, okay? I'm not to say that you can't trade the commodities, currencies, or any other asset class when it comes to a market, when it comes to the future markets, okay? But we're going to focus on and see if there's any setups unfolding now on the ES futures. The US session is now opened up. What we have been seeing and continue to see is higher movement on the S&P 500, making higher highs and higher lows, okay? Now, let's see, we got a bit of a pullback right here to this area right here, but this was already a tested demand zone resting right here. So I'm not sure what the market's going to do there. Let's scale down to the lower time frame chart. So we're in bullish mode on the higher time frame S&P 500 or the ES futures chart, okay? So I would be looking for long entries on the ES, okay? So let's see. The market could pull back to this key area or this area right here. I'm going to put it right. Give me 1 second. Right here, okay? It could come down to that area, and we could possibly look for or see some rejection. If so, we'll look to take the trade. Going in the up direction here, okay? But if you're someone that's trading, and I talk about this from just even though we're bullish on the higher time frame, if you got experience, maybe a little bit more professional mindset, here it is, the market's making higher highs and higher lows, right? But we're now breaking a bit of structure, what I like to classify as internal structure within, or minor structure within this swing to the upside here, okay? Within this leg right here. So we broke through this area here, bit of structure there. So you can look for opportunities on a short entry, maybe a pullback to this area up here around 85, 5-ish, somewhere in that area there, maybe so. But, I talk about when it comes to just starting off, beginning trading, new traders, always try to take your trades in the same direction as the higher time frame. That's where you we're definitely using confirmation and using multi-chart confluence. The more confluence you have, meaning if the higher time frame is moving in a certain direction, in this case here to the upside, look to take your trades in the same direction as the higher time frame on your lower time frame chart, okay? So right now I'm just going to wait it out and see what kind of unfolds here on the ES. I haven't done any trading on the E-mini S&P 500 over the last few weeks because I just haven't, just not been a lot of price movement and activity on within this market here. So that's where I bring over my Nasdaq and start looking at that. So what we do see here on this market here is that we were bullish, now we're bearish, okay, because we're making or breaking structure to the downside, okay. Broke through this area here, and breaking through this area here. So right now we're bullish, okay? And you can see as we were making lower lows and lower highs, we were making continuations, what I like to classify as breaking structures to the downside. So we were swinging lower, breaking structure to the left, and then, these are breaking structures of continuations to the downside as the market is taking out or trying to take out structure to the left-hand side of the chart. So either way, once it breaks a major area of structure, in this case here, below this area right here, at 938, then we're definitely bearish, okay? Because we just broke through a major area of structure there. So you have to just be mindful of those type of movements. So when it comes to the higher time frame, which I use range chart, 60 range chart as my higher time frame when I'm intraday trading, definitely looking for short opportunities, okay? So I would move down to my lower time frame. If I was to mark a zone here on the higher time frame, 60 range, it would be back up in this area right here, okay? Right here, this is a, let me take a look here. Yeah, this is a supply zone. Lots of aggressive selling right here. So right now the market is a bit choppy. Looks like we got a significant or decent push to the downside prior to the market or the U.S. session opening up today. So I would have a bearish outlook as far as taking opportunities or trades on the Nasdaq as of today right now. Going to stand down right now. We have some news right now hitting us at 10 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm going to wait for that to kind of pass over. Once we clear that smoke of that, then clear selling should be for the rest of the day because there's no further news right now. Again, there's some news here hitting us at 10 a.m. Eastern. Market's pretty volatile right now, so got to stand down and be careful here. Looking at the higher time frame, looks like we could break lower here. And that will leave us with not an untested area of demand here, but there is demand, but it's not, supply, not demand, supply, guys, sorry. Yeah, it's definitely breaking lower here. So still, I have a, bearish mindset. I just want to look over at the ES right quick to kind of see what we're doing here. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't really see anything on the ES, so still pay attention here, I guess, to the Nasdaq. You can see that it's very bearish, making lower lows and lower highs. Deep retracement here, pull back, and then it breaks lower again. So be careful. Definitely would look for opportunities to continue looking for shorts. Small area. Supply right here. So could continue running to the downside. Trying to look to see where it could actually, it's got to break below. This area here is another area of major structure that I could break right here, below 95. Okay, so it's bumping up against this area of support down here at the bottom. Be careful there. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm in this trade short and I didn't. Yeah. Okay, come on. Break that below there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out. Quick little short entry. Just wanted to take it back up. Supply right here, break below the low right there. That's all I was aiming for. A few points there. Quick scalp. There's not much opportunity because you just got these small little scalps, but we're scalping and you have to be mindful because or at least I am, we're hitting up against this area of support down here at the bottom where this low is at. So, and it's an area of structure that we can break through. And it looks like, or appears that we're trying to break through it right here below. I think I said 95. Yeah, 95. And be mindful, we break below 95 and even break below maybe 88 or 80 or 89 and maybe even 72 here. We can come on down here and test lower areas down here at 40, around 48. So just looking at, the market over here to the left-hand side of the chart and to the right-hand side, you can see that we're trying to break through some areas of structure to the downside. So that's what I have my eye on, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, so we'll take a look and just keep focusing on the Nasdaq for right now because again the ES is not really doing much. All right, you see that we broke through what did I say, 95, 96 area, broke below 90 area, and right now we're moving towards 70. Small little area over here at 73, 72 area right there. We are very bearish today, pushing hard to the downside. And there we go. We broke below that area at 70. What did I say? 72. Now we're coming down here testing this area down here around 48, 49 area. So it's pushing hard to the downside. I mean, let me blow this up because I want to look here to see if what could the market do here. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this line here down here to this area here. Okay, and we'll pay attention to this area when the market bounces off of it to see what it could do. Okay, I'm going to move down to the lower time frame now because now we are hitting a small area of Let me go back to it again. Of demand there. Keep going, keep going. Where is it at? There it is, right here. So a small area of demand off the higher time frame. All right, so let's pay attention to what could happen on the lower time frame. Are we going to push through that area? I guess what I need to take a look at is to see what's below that. Yeah, we break below here. We could push lower too just as well. So that's if we break below this area here at 721 pretty much. So let's see what happens. I'm on the lower, back on my lower time frame now. We're still bearish, so I'm still looking for, I'll be looking for short opportunities, to be honest with you. So let's see. There is a small area of supply right here. Back here at 61, 62 area. Focus on that and see what happens. Still pushing lower. So, wow. Still pushing lower. But that red line is that area that I marked on the higher time frame, 60 range chart. So we'll see. This thing is really pushing hard to the downside. I mean, look at that. Shortly after 10 o'clock, we just got a slam to the downside. Let's watch it. Rejecting that area that I marked off the higher time frame. Are we going to get a bounce here? Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna take a short little scalp here. Back down here. Short little scalp. There we go. Got filled there. Just come back down and feel some of these little imbalances or gaps. You got to take. You guys hear me talk about those little areas of imbalances. Okay, in the market, it's got to feel them. This is just a small supply area here, just to come back down to the low. That's all it was. And we could take out the low here, but we are at a major area of, well, we're at an area of demand off the higher time frame, so we could push higher. So what I would be looking for now is maybe something. Let's see what happens. Let me go back over here to the higher time frame. Yeah, I mean, ooh, we could get a beautiful supply setup on the lower time frame, and I mean, a demand setup on the higher. Excuse me, guys, gracious. We could get a beautiful demand setup on the lower time frame to go long and test higher areas. So we'll see what the market wants to do. I got a little excited. Okay, we'll see what the market can do here. All right, trying to see, just trying to, because we got this massive push to the downside. The market's got to fill this area back in at some point. So let's see. All right, we got a small minor breaker structure right here, above here. Pulls back, but now it's breaking back below. So let's see what unfolds. We could break another area, a minor area structure or internal area structure right here above. It's pushing lower. Okay, let's see. I just want to kind of I'm paying close attention to what's going to take place. All right, we're breaking structure to the upside now on the lower time frame, like I mentioned, that we possibly may do. It could come back up here. We want to fill some of these areas now, so be mindful. Now the thing is how quick is it going to move? Is it going to give us a pullback, a decent area of pullback to come back to? So yeah, broke a area structure right here. Let's see what happens. All right, pulling back to an area of demand now on the lower time frame. Will we get some rejection here? Let's see. Okay, it's pulling back, pulling down. Another area right here. Oh, it's pushing lower. What is this thing doing today? It is definitely trying to push lower right now. So let me see what happens here. Oh yeah, she's pushing lower. This was a supply area right here, tapped into. I didn't see that over to the left hand side of the chart, but that was a supply area right here that it rejected. Okay. Now I see why it broke lower, why it bounced. Right here, this was a supply. Let me mark this. For all those that can't see it. Area supply right there. I always mark my supply zones and notate them in a red crimson type color. Yeah, she's pushing lower. She's definitely pushing lower. She hasn't taken out the zone yet, but definitely pushing lower. Nice pullback, deep retracement. Tapped into the supply zone. Rejected. Boom. That's all she wrote. To the downside. To the downside. All right, let's see. It's a little volatile today, I'll say that. Yeah. A little volatile. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Man, what is this thing trying to do? All right, I'm going short. Take it back down to the low here. Come on. Scalp. Back down towards the low. Pick up a couple points there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got filled there. I think it was like 3 points right there. Just scalping, guys, real quick. Because we are, bearish. Back down to the low. So filling in this imbalance right here below. So I rejected this small little area right here. And then it pushed lower. So let's see what happens. Yeah, the market is right now, see on the higher time frame, it's still bouncing off of that area I marked, that red line. So to the left hand side of the chart, that's off the higher time frame. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we're definitely moving sideways right now, so I'm going to hold tight right now. Still breaking structure to the downside on the lower time frame. Even though we had a pullback right here, I mean, broke structure coming back down. So, yeah, now it's just a matter of waiting to see. I mean, I don't really see any clear areas or good areas of supply to trade from, even within this area here. So it's just going to be a matter of just kind of waiting it out. Took just a few small little scalps today, not adding up too much, but still, I mean, you be happy with what you can make on the day. Okay. All right, let's go to look at the left-hand side over here, the chart. It looks like the market is still trying to push lower and lower. So this is a supply zone resting right here on the lower time frame chart that we could break into and wait to see if we tap into it. Market came back, tapped into the zone here, but it's pushed deep into it. So I don't really like this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's showing weakness and signs that it could push lower here, but I I don't like what it just did here. I'm going to go short. Just taking it back down here to right here. Come on. Okay. All right. I'm getting out right there. Close the trade. I know it can bounce at this area right here. So, but I don't like stuff like this where it pulls deep into the actual zone here. This is a supply zone right here. I'm just going to mark it because it was a supply zone. They're trying to stop traders out. Maybe you had, you know, running stops right here on the back end right here. The market pulls back to it. It runs deep into the zone here. This is, you know, pretty much a liquidity grab to where they broke right above it, and then they market pushes lower. So most times I won't take trades like that, but I saw the rejection to where it closed one candle and then broke below here, so I went short. Just taking it back down here to this small little swing right here, the top end of it. All right, because this is support right here. So just scalping. I'm just getting what I can get because it's not, the market's it's kind of messy today. And I don't like price action too much, to be honest with you. So just being very mindful. It could come down and maybe want to test a little bit lower areas, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it may try to push a little lower here. Not sure yet, but we'll see. Not sure what it's trying to do. Moving a bit sideways right here. I don't want to. Yeah, let's see what it does. See what she does. See what she does. All right, you can see that it's turned back around on the lower time frame. Broke through an area structure here above 40 3/4. Could pull back. Maybe want to test. Not quite sure what we want to test. It could push higher. I mentioned that, you know, on a higher time frame, you know, it could, if it breaks above, you know, clears 60. This is if it breaks above this area here, it's 56 1/4 pretty much, or 50. I'm sorry, 55 1/2. It'll be a breaker structure to the above, but it's gonna have to break above and clear 63 pretty much if we want to start filling in some of these areas here, which it probably could do. It keeps. I showed you the area to the left-hand side of the chart where it's bouncing. It hasn't cleared through this area right here. Struggling to push through this. So let's see. So I'm not sure what it's going to end up really trying to do here. I mean, you know, overall the market is very bearish for today, but I'm just going to kind of wait it out. I'm trading what I see, you know, supply setup here, just real quick. And I didn't really like, you know, the setup in general because it's, like I said, it pulls so deep into the zone. Most times I'll just kind of not, I'll stay away from it. But I saw it kind of rejecting hard from this area here, so I jumped in. Yeah, looks like it's trying to possibly push higher here. I'm going long. And man, went 2 contracts. This is a area of demand right here. I should have waited for it to come down to this area here. It was only a couple of ticks away, so it didn't push lower to come down here to 27 1/2. It was like 3 ticks away. So a little early here, jumping into, taking my chances here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Come on. I may close out if they start showing some sign of weakness here. Okay. I'm taking out here. All right. All right. I mentioned we were only like 3 ticks away, 2 ticks away from the demand zone right here. And it started rejecting. and I saw that it started the bullish momentum to the upside, so I went ahead. Very good. It took out the high right there, so I went ahead and took the trade. All right. Yeah, I'm long on a trade on the ES right now. Sorry about that. Just looking to see what it's going to do here. I'm looking for it to come back up to this area right here. Right around here at 62, 63 area maybe. So hopefully I can get filled here. This is a area of, it's on the 12 range chart, demand area right here. So yeah, looking for the market maybe to come down to it, rejected it. So I'm looking for it to come up here and test up here at 62.25. If I can get filled here, to be about 4 points, 4.25. So I'm going to hold this trade here and definitely see what happens. I don't want to see it break below pretty much below this area right here, below 53.5, or by a few ticks below that. You know how I talk about not putting your stop loss tick to tick right at the back end. You can if you want to, but you got to understand this is the area where the market could reject it. This is a demand area, and when it came back, it rejected it. So, they know where people are putting in their positions to go long, primarily somewhere below this area here. So, or in this area, but they know that the move started here back to the upside once it reject the area of demand. So they know people have their stops resting on the back end right here, 53.5 possibly. So they can come down there, they'll swipe it or and then push higher. So they can pull back. The market can pull back here before it pushes higher, and they do that. It's a game they play, push the market up, bouncing off an area of demand, come back, swipe below 53.5, stop you out, and then keep running the market, and then keep pushing the market to the upside. We are, well, overall on the S&P right now, we just broke a little bit of internal or a minor area structure right here, breaking back into this swing right here. So we broke through the area. So a little bit bearish, but also, we haven't broken any major area structure. So, you can also be looking for opportunities to go long as well. So I'm going long, with bouncing off of the lower time frame, demand zone there, okay, and taking it back up. So fingers crossed, everything works out well, okay. So I'm only like 2 points away, so I'm going to stay in the trade, okay, and hopefully it works out in my favor. Let's see what happens. Back over on the Nasdaq, I'll pull that up. We are trying to push higher. I mentioned, look, we were bearish into the Asian session. We were bearish into the London session. So the market at some point is going to turn to try to, fill in imbalances to recover itself as much as it can, especially when you got this major selling off right here. It's got to come up here and fill these imbalances, all right? So you got to understand that. And the thing about it is that once it breaks structure back to the upside, you can go ahead and start looking for demand setups to go long. And you can see right here what it's doing on the lower time frame. It's breaking structures, making higher highs and higher lows. It broke through this area right here. It is now trying to break through this area. Well, it is now this area right here above 55.5. So, and there's sorry about that. There's demand zone right here. Okay. You see the aggressive buying right here come out of here. So, the market just broke above this area right here. So it could pull back to this key area right here of demand here and continue wanting to push higher. Have we broken any major area structure yet on the higher time frame? Yep, we just did. We just broke structure here above 55 or 55.5 or 55, we want to say. So it could pull back, pull back to where this red line is that I have and push higher, okay? So be mindful of that. Be very, very mindful. 47, okay. Yeah, it can push higher from there. So we'll see what happens. I think it's going to push higher now. more than likely to start covering some of this area and fill in some of these imbalances here. If it breaks higher, yeah, I would definitely, it starts projecting on pullbacks off the lower time frame chart. Now that we've broken structure, I think that we're definitely going to run to the upside, and we could fill it all the way back going to up here at 822.5, possibly, or even higher. This is a demand zone. I mean, excuse me, a supply zone right here. Yeah, supply zone right here. The market could come all the way back. Well, let's see. Yeah, it was already tested. Well, it pushed down here, it came back. So just be mindful and careful, but it could definitely come back up and pull back to 822.5, somewhere in that area, maybe a little bit higher, and actually break through that. Okay, we could break through up here and run up here and start filling this area here. So let's see what happens on the pullbacks on the lower time frame to see if we could catch, areas of demand. All right, I'm still into my ES trade right here. You can see 2 ticks away pretty much from filling that area there. And yeah, I'm going to hold it because I think it's going to fill it in. I think it's going to go up there and hit it. So come on. I think where we're at, 61 and 3/4. Yeah, that's 2 ticks away. So come on, baby, go up there and fill that area. Fill that area in. It's pulling back. That's fine. So I'll just hold the trade. Yep, here we go on the Nasdaq. It broke higher. I mean, you can see here. Look, it's breaking above here. I think that if we continue to, there's I put there was an area of demand right here, which there is. There's also a demand area right here. The market can pull back here, boom, break to the upside. So let's see. I would love to see it come down here and test this area of demand right here where this high volume is, below it, and break to the upside. But I mentioned that it can come lower too. So, and test this area here. We'll just wait it out and see what happens here. So maybe the market is now shifting, and when it sells in one direction like this, multiple sessions, like Asian and London, and then even into the U.S. session, typically in the U.S. session, you'll see some type of correction to where it's going to, it's got to recover itself at some point, all those imbalances that cannot just sit there forever. So keep that in mind. I don't know what it's going to do here. This could be just a bounce. It may not even come down to this demand zone. It may not even come down to this demand zone. This could be a bounce right here, support, and then blast higher, as it did right here. Support, blast higher. Okay, back over here on the ES right now. Still trying to get filled. The Nasdaq is still pushing up as I speak. And I'm still trying to get filled on this order here on the ES. So we'll see what takes place. Keeps pulling, pushing up, pulling back, pushing up, pulling back. But with the Nasdaq, that's what it's pushing up, pulling back. So it's pulling. The ES is coming down with it. So, okay, got a hard pullback on the Nasdaq. All right, I'm just gonna hold this trade through on the ES. Looking to get filled here, right here at 62.25 is where I got my profit target at, my TP at. So. Let's see what happens. All right. Come on, baby. Push up there. Push up there. I want to keep my eye on the Nasdaq as well. I need to bring up my chart of the Nasdaq. Okay, I'm going to bring some of my other monitor guys. Sorry about that. Because I want to pay attention here to see, because we are definitely on the Nasdaq. I think we're in a mode of correction now, trying to recover and fill in some of those imbalances back to the upside. So let's see if we can get come on, baby, push up. I think so. We'll see what happens. Yep. I'm gonna send out a message to the. I'm just gonna. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hold tight. Let's see. Still holding this ES order. Still holding on to it. 2 ticks away now. 2 ticks away. One, no, 2, let's see. I'm sorry, no, a couple ticks away. 5.5 points. Okay, 3 ticks away. Come on, baby, go up there and push up there. Get my TP so I can be done with this ES trade. Tired of sitting in it. Come on. Go up there. Up, okay. Where did it go up to? We're 2 ticks away now. All right. Nasdaq is just blasting to the upside. I mean, it's not even giving pullbacks to any area of demand. It's just pulling back to support and boom, taking off. So if you trade support or you're support resistance style trader, then you're probably picking these points up. But you know, I trade one particular strategy and I stick with that. Okay. Come on now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I think the Nasdaq can definitely run up there and test 822 area if it's trying to correct itself today. Let's see. Yep. Maybe my last trade here today. I haven't taken a trade on the mini S&P 500 in spent some time. I'll say that for sure. But I saw this as a nice setup on the ES, nice demand area here. So hopefully we can get I can get filled here. So yep, trying to stay into it. Again, this is a demand zone, guys. If you can't see it off of the ES right here, it's an area of demand right there. I'll mark it with this greenish color. You can see it started breaking, pulling back, creating area of demand, taking out structure over here to the left hand side of the chart. So this is a demand zone. And yeah. Yeah, it's taking forever. That's the thing about the ES. So I'm just gonna hold tight. Let it ride through. Okay, so we got up to 61 1/4. I mean 3/4. That was 2 ticks away from my TP on the ES. I may take profit here at 5 points just to go ahead and close out. I really wanted to pick up these 6 points here, but I may just take out at 5. Call it a day. Yeah, I may just take out at 5. If we can get back up at 5, take out, and I'm sure it's going to go up there probably and hit this area here, but I'm going to try to close out here at 5. We'll see. Go ahead and get out this trade here on the ES. Been sitting in it too long. Come on. Okay, we got filled there on the ES. There we go. Beautiful trade. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call this a day. And I appreciate everyone who's tuning in and watching today's video. These are my trades for the day that I've taken. Most of them off the NQ. One solid trade on the Nasdaq. Off of the ES futures for 5 points on 2 contracts. Appreciate everyone. If you're not a current subscriber, I would highly recommend that you click on that sub button. Join the team over here. If you want to, or in the process of becoming a futures trader, or maybe you're already a futures trader and you're interested in trading and understanding. I'm not say learning because I don't teach, guys. I'm not an educator. I'm not a mentor. I just provide these videos that have helped people here on the channel, over on the Discord. By simply watching the videos, they picked up a good strategy or a way to trade and found consistency. I mean. And those are we have a number of members that are seeing the light. I get tons of messages and comments on the daily from individuals that state to me, I wasn't profitable a year ago, I wasn't profitable 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago, and now I'm seeing the light, and my trading has turned to where I'm either breaking even or in small profits now. And that's a key that you're on the right step, that you're moving forward, that as long as you are remaining green on the day, that's all that matters, because it's showing that you're consistent. And the biggest thing in trading is being patient and waiting for the right setup. So again, I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch the videos. But go ahead and do yourself the favor by clicking on the sub button. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications. If you want to join our Discord community, it's free of charge. Find the link down in the description portion of the video. And last but not least, if you found value in the content of the trades and my breakdowns, was that, you know, me going on the trades today, this is my session, okay? I really appreciate you guys tuning in. But go ahead and drop a like on the video. That's all I ask. But I'm going to wrap it up here. If you're trading, please be safe, you know, into the session. It is about almost 12 p.m. Eastern time, my time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Normally I'm done between 10:30 and 11, or I like to be done. But, you know, when I'm making these videos like this, they can get a little long-winded because I'm trying to capture and as many trades as possible, whether they're very short scalps or try to get into nice, you know, trades. But you know, it all depends. I can't, you know, I cannot determine what type of trades or how long I'm going to be able to be into a trade, because I got to take a look at market structure. I got to really focus in on price action. Okay. So, but outside of that, again, I appreciate you guys. Take care. See you in the next video.